Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about inferencing. Now, we've already studied that inferencing is making an educated guess based on your background knowledge and information that you are provided by the author. We're going to start by looking at the picture of this little girl. We notice she's on a bicycle, she's smiling, she's got her safety gear on with her goggles, her gloves, and her helmet. So what we need to do is think about what's going on in this picture and what we already know. So the first question asks, what can you infer about this little girl? Well, obviously, she believes in safety. She likes riding her bicycle, so I'm going to write that down. She um, likes to be safe when riding her bike. Period. I can tell that right away. I mean, she's smiling, so she's happy she's on her bike, but she's wearing her safety equipment. Okay? Then it says, what can you infer about the setting? Well, if I look at the setting, I can tell she's outside. It's light, so it's daytime. She's wearing shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt, so it's probably spring or summer. So I can infer all of these times. So she's outside during the day in the spring or summer time. Okay. And then can this little girl ride her bike well? Well, then let me come up here and look at the picture again. I notice it's a small bike, but I know that when children first start riding bikes, they have training wheels. Well, this little girl doesn't have any training wheels. So obviously she's learned to ride her bike well. So I'm going to put the answer to yes, she can ride her bike well. And the reason, because it asks, how do I know? Because she does not have training wheels. Okay, so that tells me those are the types of things I can infer. And that's just from looking at the picture. So now we're going to look at the passage. It says, Don zoomed down the hill. It had only been a few days since his dad had removed his training wheels, and he loved the freedom of his new ride. As he neared the end of the hill, he tried to push the pedals downward, just like Dad had taught him. His eyes grew big and his legs shot straight out in front of him as he panicked. He slid to a stop on the side of the road. His leg burned, and he could see blood starting to seep from the scrapes on his elbows. So, one, the fact that he slid, he panicked, he had scrapes and blood, that means he had an accident on his bike. I can tell because of the burn on his legs, he injured himself. And probably the reason why it happened, he was going too fast. So these are things you can tell based on what I know about riding bikes and what the text has told us. So when you are inferring, you've got to take what you already know, which is your background knowledge, and what the text is telling you. And you can figure out things that the author doesn't specifically say, but you know based on what he said. And now you're going to practice one on your own.